front straightaway to the inside of Colwell. Moves him out of the way. Colwell back to the inside. He hits the wall on the back straight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is the final night of the 2023 QRC Timber 50 here at the Roseburg Indoor. And tonight, Fast Four Promotions is going to be paying out over $50,000 to the drivers that compete in this event for the final night as we all chase a Timber 50 championship. That's right, you heard me correctly. $50,000 purse for the Timber 50. That's just wild for Outlaw Karts. Ready to get it all started. The 18T is in a really good position for tonight's finale. We're rolling off from the pole of the dash after we won Thursday's prelim, and if we can win the dash or where we finish out of those 6 cars, we'll start the first 3 rows of tonight's A. So I feel ready, focused in, kind of like that job's not finished mentality. We've had great speed all weekend, and we've been able to adapt to the racetrack, and no matter what it does, we are on top of it. Jimmy really has the red 18T ready to roll, and same scenario is this evening. So we're gonna get after it, bring you guys along with us for the journey, and as I said, the job is not finished here for the Timber 50. We're gonna go get them all we got tonight. Well, it has started raining here in Roseburg, Oregon, as we are about to head out for the dash. Starting on the pole, and the racetrack is extremely fast, and a lot of that is because of the rain. As the surface gets worked in, cars are constantly tracking water from the outside in, and it stays slimy, and then it works in, then it goes back to slime. Regardless though, we are in a good spot. We're gonna climb in here in just a minute, head out, and then this will determine the first 3 rows of tonight's Timber 50A. The night's continuing on. We just won the dash, and here's a look at the racing surface before they push the next main out. Wanted to look at it for one more minute, but won the dash from the pole, so that was good. Kind of the same story all weekend. The bottom's the place to be, and with the rain, the track is, you know, as we spoke on, very greasy. And it almost feels like you're tight out there because you want to push the nose. And I think a lot of us, you know, the last time we ran, at least when I ran on Thursday, super slick, and you're kind of putting around the bottom. But when there's more grip, you can actually run it much harder. So I was kind of pinching off my entry, and almost like I was driving the corner at a 90-degree angle. Like I'm driving to a point and then I'm turning instead of making like a nice smooth round corner. That probably would have helped me a little bit, but overall did what we had to do. Now we're gonna watch all the lower mains as everyone's trying to get the final golden tickets into these A's, and then we will be up last for 50 laps. So we're about ready to roll here at the Timber 50 as they get ready to do driver intros. They did a little bit of track prep before we went out, just trying to work the top again. Probably is the best chance it has because they threw some water on it, but for us, we just got to go out there and run our race. Of course, the start's important. Like I said, do our thing, do exactly what we've done all weekend. We're just about ready to roll. once I got ahead of Schmitz, like my laps were way better. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think if I just hit my bottom every restart, I don't see anyone really.
Yeah.
I gotta get this to Evan.
Yep.
What do you? Let me check tire.
Okay, guys, we're in a good spot here. We ran a good race. Was really patient there early. Got to keep that composure here to finish off the last 27 laps. We're pretty much in the best spot possible. I feel like it's just going to come down to getting through the corner early on in the runs and hope for some green flag laps.
We've seen the top be good on the first half of a lap right after that Tim Vanderstoel trucking start zone. We'll see what Caldwell does. Here we go. He got a great start right there, Ben. He'll get a good run down the front stretch. Runs into the back of Tanner Holmes down the front straightaway.
Trying to go on the inside. Close quarter action here. It's going to force Holmes to go up top. And Caldwell going to have to settle for second. And now Chase Hill is going to get sideways and collect several cars. Preston Carr up to P2. They're racing back to the yellow chase. Holmes has got the lead. Carr is second. Jesse Caldwell third, and my goodness.
Here we go, coming back to the green flag with 14 to go. Can Preston Carr do something with Tanner Holmes? Green flag comes back out to Tim Vanderstoel trucking start zone. Carr with a big run. They get into each other and down the front straightaway, Ben, once again. And look at Aiden Larimer.
Aiden Larimer, second last year, up to second right now. Carr's got something to say. Aiden Larimer may have the top figured out in turns 1 and 2. He can't quite get side by side with his teammate, Tanner Holmes, as we are 12 to go this time by.
And we went upside down on the back stretch, and I can't tell. That might be Souza over there on the back straightaway. Carson Souza. Yes.
Tanner Holmes and Preston Carr head into the Tim Vanderstoel trucking start zone. Down the back straightaway. We're backing away. Jesse Caldwell right back behind Tanner Holmes. That storyline going to develop. And Preston Carr from the high side. And Holmes comes up. Carr sees the opening. And we may have a new race leader. Claymaker out of 4, nearly 3 wide. Six-step formation. New race leader.
Tanner Holmes, they get together. Now here comes Caldwell to the inside. They're trying to go 3 wide for the top spot. Caldwell, he takes the lead down the front straightaway. Holmes to the top. Gallardi to the bottom. 3 wide again. And Caldwell's got the top spot in the Timber 50 Ben.
South Calderon racing at the front right now with the 86J. Jesse Caldwell top maybe coming in turns 1 and 2 as Holmes continues to ride the high side. Jesse Caldwell in front of Evan Gallardi, third. Preston Carr fourth. Landon Brooks and Aiden Larimer fifth and sixth. Holmes can't quite get beside Caldwell, but he may have a run on him now.
There was contact earlier between these two for the top spot. That time Holmes had the lead. Now he's behind Caldwell. Will he initiate the contact? Just a few laps to go. Next time by, 5 to go, and Jesse Caldwell's trying to win the QRC Timber 50.
5 phalanges in the air, and Holmes gets a great exit out of turn number 4, but not quite able to get the run that he needs in 1 and 2. This one is far from over as Jesse Caldwell trying to hold on to it. Now Tanner Holmes deserts the top. He's going to go to the bottom. Will he go high in 3 and 4? Switch the lines up. Yes, he will. Chase Rodman.
Only 3 laps to go that time by. Holmes runs the bottom in 1 and 2, top in 3 and 4. He looks faster, Ben. Closing in to the top in 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway to the inside of Caldwell. Moves him out of the way. Caldwell back to the inside. He hits the wall in the back straightaway. Flag Ben Deathridge.
One more trip around the speedway for Jesse Caldwell. Can he hold for one final circuit? He's got some breathing room. They go into 3 out of turn number 4. Jesse Caldwell first to the line. Tanner Holmes second. Evan Gallardi third. Landon Brooks fourth. And Preston Carr. Holy smokes. What an incredible 12-lap shootout as Jesse Caldwell gets the job done. And he is being scored as your race winner.
Well, here's a look at the surface after the A-main event. You know, there at the end, it actually was pretty good. I ran the high side, ran the bottom for majority of the race, but I can't lie. 3 and 4 actually ended up being a good corner, even though it was still difficult to pass with just how fast this place races. That aside, disappointed with our second place run. I feel like we had the best car all weekend, and you know, led laps there after we got the lead when the leader, so long story short, I didn't get the jump. The leader got out front. I was pacing in second. I knew it was gonna be a long race, and he started making some mistakes down here in 3 and 4. Well, he got sideways in front of me, and I tried to lift. Unfortunately, we made a little bit of contact, and it spun him out, and then I gained the lead. We got to the halfway break. I was in first, and basically after that, it was a complete disaster. We had a lot of yellows, so we were struggling to get green flag laps. At the same time, I started getting attacked on every restart as I was starting next to different drivers. And then with that, the officials, you know, even though I don't think I did anything different than what I've done all weekend or in the past, but they were nagging at my starts. They were nagging about when I was firing off. You know, they didn't say anything about how I'm getting pushed through the zone by the cars behind me. You know, that's all stuff that doesn't get seen. Like, I was just doing what I normally would do, and I had so many restarts I was trying to change it up, but they just were nitpicking at every little thing and basically taking every advantage I have as the leader away and trying to get rid of it and give to the cars around me. At least that's how I look at the situation. If you're leading the race, you start the race, you dictate the pace, you do what you got to do. And I just didn't feel like I really had that fair opportunity, but I still was able to hold on for a majority of those, because basically what would happen, we'd fire off, everyone around me would try to get as much of a run they could, and then going into turn 1, technically on the lap of the restart, I would just get a bomb, or they would try to push me in the corner, or they were just trying to, you know, get to a spot where they could make something happen. And I get it, the racetrack was hard to pass, but still, it just was frustrating how much we had to do it. Long story short though, battled. Then there at the end, I got drove around because the top started to come in. Yeah, I mean, you could just put your right rear up here and try to make as much speed, and lost the lead, gained it back for a second, battled hard, and then fell back to second again, and ran laps, and just tried to start building momentum on the top, because I knew there was something up there, because that's how I got past, but at the same time, I never wanted to leave what I was doing that had worked all weekend. I was kind of a sitting duck, like very difficult to know what to do. Anyway, I ran hard, and then with 2 laps to go, I put a slider to regain the lead, got it for a split second, and basically got hard righted into the fence. Just about every bit of that. Like, luckily I held on, but I was all 4 wheels off the ground. Just, yeah, anyway. That's our Timber 50, ended up running second. Big thank you to Jimmy Elledge and Factory QRC. Wouldn't want to be racing with anyone else. I just feel all the frustration from, you know, such a good weekend and almost a perfect week. Winning Tuesday, winning Thursday, you know, sweeping, and every time we were on track, we just had such a good car, and unfortunately the circumstances of the situation and how the cards fell didn't allow us to get to victory lane, but that's how it goes sometimes. See you guys all in the next one, and thank you for always having my back and supporting me. It always means a lot that you guys get to ride along with me for the journey. See you in the next one. Deuces.